Good afternoon guys and welcome to the next episode of The Rise with me, James, the Red Bull Leipzig save on FM16, the beta. Okay, so first things first, we're going to get right into the matches, show you how I've been getting on recently, and then we'll get into my squad and see who's been excelling and who has been appalling, and believe me, there's a bit of both. So as you know, we left you off at the last match and that was a 6-0 thumping away to Firth, and that was a very good result. So then we came home against Frankfurt and we won 1-0 through an own goal, which seemed a little bit fortunate, but if you look at the play overall, we had 55% possession, 20 shots on target to their 4. They only had 2 on target and we had 7, and we seemed to play quite well in terms of that, but there weren't really any standout players. Anthony Young picking up the player of the match really with a 7.5, and that is my left wing back. So it wasn't really an entertaining game, but it was a game we kind of scraped through and took the 3 points. The next game was a trip to Bielefeld, and a game that we did not deserve to come out the point that we did scrape. As you can see, Davy Selke got a double, Federico Palacios Martinez got a goal, but a game we did not deserve anything. We pulled it back to 3-2 in the 87th minute, then Davy Selke closed down the goalkeeper, pounced on him and made him make a mistake in the 92nd minute to pull back to 3-3. The game tells you stats wise that it was quite even, but we did not deserve the draw that we came away from this game, so I felt quite lucky here. We then had a tough home game and a game against Karlsruhe, and I honestly didn't see them being title contenders, but I can assure you they're doing quite well. Now, Erwin Hofer, quite a well-known name in Germany, in particular in the league below the Bundesliga. So this game was a deserved loss and we really didn't play well at all. Christopher Asia, the only player picking up an over 7 average. So we did get punished by 2 goals from Hofer in a game I was disappointed to lose, but we deserved it. Very poor from my squad. Next up, we welcomed Paderborn to the Red Bull Arena in a game that was quite convincingly won by us. We were 3-0 up before they pulled one back before half time, and then we scored late on in the last minute, which didn't really matter, the game was over. Emil Forsberg, the inside forward on the left, Davy Selke and Terence Boyd, back from injury, gets his first goal for us. Massimo Bruno picked up an injury, out for 8 weeks in this game. My last Red Bull Leipzig save on FM15, the boy was made of glass, a great talent, but he just could not stay fit. We really did deserve the 3 points here, and we controlled the game and never looked in any trouble. So we go on to an away draw against Kaiserslautern, what is my most dismal, disappointing, shameful, frustrating game yet on FM16. We were 5-1 up with 18 minutes to go. Somehow they got it back to 5-4, and right at the death in the 91st minute, Marcel Gauss equalised for them, and honestly the laptop could have went through the window. I was so angry. I tell you what, when this happened, when they scored in the 91st minute to make it 5-5, you just thought, yes, this is it. Football Manager is well and truly back, people. The positives out of this, scoring 5 goals, of course, Yusuf Poulsen getting a hat-trick, Davy Selke getting a double. The negatives, of course, conceding shocking 5 goals and losing a lead like that. Absolutely dreadful. So angry after this game. 5-5 draw away to Kaiserslautern. And after that 5-5 draw, you're thinking, come on, let's get a win after that disappointing one. No, another 4 goals conceded, a 4-3 loss at home as well to 1860 Munich. It was very disappointing. Some of our players played okay. The captain, he got a 9 average in the game, he done well. A game was split down the middle, 15 shots each, 6 on target each, and possession was pretty much bang on, 50% nearly each. A game very disappointing, and a game that really we should be winning. And then you're thinking in the next game, Sandhausen sitting 15th in the league, you're thinking, right, 3 points, let's go for it. Early on, conceded a goal to Byler in the 5th minute, and then half time comes, you think, right, tell the boys, come on, come out, show some passion. 4 minutes after half time, they score again, virtually game over, and then when Florian Hubner scores in the 56th minute, 3-0, the game is done and dusted. No player got a 7, all below. My best player got a 5.5. We got absolutely hammered, really, really poor. And then you start thinking, where is the next win going to come from? And that finally was the next game when we played Nuremberg at home. I thought they would be doing better than what they are. Marcel Sabitzer got his first goal for the club. Very talented player. Yusuf Poulsen got a double. And Evan Hofland got a goal for Nuremberg. A game that we had plenty of shots, half of them on target. Possession was quite similar. And really, it was a close game. But once Poulsen got the third goal to go 3-1 up, you kind of thought, right, we'll just try and hold out. Let's not try and get carried away. Let's not get fancy. Let's not basically do what we've done at Kaiserslautern and take the game for granted. We'll just slow it down. We'll try and take the 3 points and we'll not do anything fancy. We don't need to score again. We just don't need to concede. So since the first game, here are our last 8 results that I've just updated you on. As you can see, the title of this episode is called Goals Galore. 8 games, 19 scored, that's pretty good, and 19 conceded, which is pretty dreadful. So that wraps up the results of today. We'll just show you a quick look at the league table before we get into the players and see who's doing well and see who isn't. So here we are. 4th in the league, 15 games played, 1 more than the 3 above us. Freiburg still unbeaten at the top of the league. We are the top goal scorers in the league with 35 goals, but we've also conceded 26, which is, I think, the 3rd or 4th worst in the league. Now, I didn't see Karlsruhe being that good, but I did expect Freiburg to go up there and Bochum to be quite close behind. So, it's relatively close there. Our next game is against Braunschweig, which they are on level on points with us, but I think the top 5 is looking pretty set. I know we're only 14-15 games into the season, but 5th place, Braunschweig, is 6 points ahead of 6th place, Bielefeld. So, I think that's the way the top 5 will go. Which order, I don't know. As you can see, the 1st place gets promotion, and I think 2nd place might get promotion. Of course, the 1st is the champions, and then the 3rd team goes into a playoff with the team that finished in the playoff down the bottom in the Bundesliga 1. I think that's how it works. I'm just taking a long shot here. I can't remember from my German save last year. But it's early days yet, only 15 games played. We hope to get in that top 2. We want automatic promotion. We want to be the champions, but that's going to be tough. We are 7 points behind Freiburg. They have a game in hand on us. But yeah, that's basically the league table so far with us. 7 wins, 4 draws, and 4 defeats. We're conceding far, far too many goals. I'm happy with the amount we're scoring, but we need to shore up in the defence. And it looks like, come January, that's the area we're going to look to purchase in. So our best players in terms of goals comes from Yusuf Poulsen, 11 and 15 starts, with Davy Selke getting 8 and 16. That's pretty decent for my 2 main strikers. Forsberg, Palacios, Martinez on 3, and on 2 each is Klosterman and Boyd. So that's the goals tallied up. Now we'll check who our best player is by average rating. It is Emil Forsberg, 7.31. Kaiser, the captain, 7.29. Klosterman, 7.28. 7.26 for Poulsen. Willie Orban, Davy Selke, Sinan Kurt. He's only made 4 substitute appearances, so we won't really count that. And Anthony Young are all above 7.10. So that's pretty decent from them. There's a couple of players bang on 7, but there's too many players below 7. We have had a change in goalkeeper in terms of who has started. We've brought the experience, but still transfer listed, Fabio Coltorti in goals. Galacci was struggling, and really I'm a bit feared put Osman Hadzikic in as number 1 at such a young age. He was only bought for cover with it because I thought Coltorti would be gone. So that's it basically, guys. That's the end of Goals Galore episode. Thanks for checking it out, and don't forget, if you're enjoying the videos, give them a thumbs up. Get your friends to subscribe to the page. Check us out here on YouTube. Check out our other content from FM15, because we've got a lot coming for FM16. Check us out on Twitter at the FM WizKids, and check us out on Facebook, the Football Manager WizKids, where we have around 19,000 people in total on these 3 social media fronts. Thanks again, guys. I've been James, you've been Quality, and I'll see you again soon.